right, entertainment. Let me show you real quick just how this happens. Entertainment, enter inside, tain, is the thin tin plate for mirrors from the Latin stagnum, standing waters. Okay, there you go. That's the shadow world. That's Alice through the looking glass, Lucifer through the looking glass. Ment is the mens mentis, mind, understanding, intellect. If you haven't figured out yet that the English language is a language built upon fraud, well, you're sadly mistaken. You have to go further, and you have to dig deeper. Most of us don't even understand or recognize the words that we speak have different meanings. That's why lawyers go to school and they learn legalese. I'm going to give a shout out to Romley Stewart and Justinian deception. If any of you don't know about the straw man and all that stuff, go check out Romley Stewart's channel, Justinian Deception, and his blog, and start there and see how deep this goes, folks. So let me show you what I do. I go right here. This is the University of Notre Dame Latin Dictionary and Grammar Aid. Let's just do some. Mens is where the ment comes from. All right. There we go. Understanding, intellect, judgment, feelings. Let's go back. Stagnum. Let's do that. Let's see what it. Standing water, a pond, a marsh, a swamp, a lake, a strait, the reflecting pool. Alchemy. The Mercurius. All right. So let's just do like this. The goober, which is the root word for government, right? A rudder, helm, the steering, direction. Even the government is the steering and direction of the people's minds. Entertainment is trapping the mind with smoke and mirrors. Here it is again. This is the etymology of the word: tin plate, tin foil for mirrors. And you do this stuff. I wanted to break this down too for people: the Red King and the White Queen. The alchemical method, man. It is everywhere. You can find this Red Queen and stuff in everything from Rosicrucianism. We're going to look today. I'm going to show you that it's also in the Sublime Rite of the Scottish Rite, right? These things are vitally important, folks. The problem is, though, that it's been completely hidden from us and we're considered profane. Let's see. Let's start over here. Let me show you how crazy this is. 9, 11, and 10. Here we go. Let's start with the oldest Kabbalistic text attributed to the patriarch. A cryptic phrase of age 10 Sephiroth of nothingness. 10 and not 9. 10 and not 11. 9/11 reminds us of a lesson from an ancient Kabbalistic text. Oh, really? Okay. Let's make sure I get it right. Here we go, the 72 names of God. Alright? The 72 names of God. You remember this right here. The 72 names of God. You'll remember that I had in the study 66 plus 6 is 72. 66 add a 6 is 72. Okay? 72 keys of Solomon. 72 names of God. Now let's go back right here. This is going to be important. This is a book. I'm gonna load this book into the show notes. But let's start right here, and I hope people are seeing the red. Let's start right here. The holy angels are called elect, and with great propriety, allusion is made in the degree to Shem Hamfrosh, by which we arrive at the great name of God, which, placed in the shape of a triangle, exhibits this figure. 72. 72 triangles, 72 names of deity, 72 attributes. And as the book Zohar asserts, what's the book Zohar? What's the book Zohar? Well, that's Kabbalism. Okay, so here's a great area of contention that we have in the community, right? That Freemasonry is run by the Jesuits. The Jesuits are run by the Catholic Church. Freemasonry is built on Kabbalah. What predates Rome. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let me go ahead and show you that you'll see these words like the grand elect, perfect, and sublime mason. The sublime mason. Well, you know that they kind of, these terms are all through this book, and I'll show you here in just a second. That has meaning, and so here we go. I just want to show you that Hiram Abiff right here. Okay, in that apartment, King Solomon held his private conferences with King Hiram and Hiram Abiff of Tyre. All right, so let's go back a few pages and show you that it is about alchemy. All right, pay attention now. The hangings are black, sprinkled with red and white tears. You have your Negrito, you have your Whiting, and you have your Rubito. Here comes the senior Grand Warden, represents King Hiram, who sits on his right. Folks, this is alchemy, okay? And let me show y'all something right here. You better learn the names in your Bible. Tubal Cain, why do they love Tubal Cain so much? An instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. He was an alchemist. Hermes. And all these people, they're alchemists. So let's go back, let's start right here. And let's find out what the name sublime means, right? And we'll find it right here. Sublime, a derivative from superlimus, above the slime or mud of this world. So listen, pay attention here. You're the mud, you're the Negrito, and they're above. That's why it's called the order of the sublime. Let me go back to this. I want to show y'all this book. This is at the Library of Congress, folks. This is entered into the Library of Congress. Book of the Ancient Accepted Scottish Rite. There it is right there. And this is what we've been, it is so crazy. Third to the 33rd and last degree of the Scottish Rite. So if you want to start going through this book and understanding the alchemical process, now some of it you got to understand, they lie to themselves, but you start recognizing the signs and the symbols. And then you get stuff like this right here. This lady, Marie Curie. All right, be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. Well, that's kind of odd because if you say her name fast, Marie Curie, Mercury, you find out that this little statement she made right here, well, let's go look. Let's go look in Latin. It's all the time, folks. More curious is Mercury, the messenger of the gods. So let's go back to her. Let me show you what she's the founder of. She's the one who supposedly discovered radium. Let me show you something else too. And this is just, man, it's all over the place if you find this. This is alchemy, folks. This is right there in your face. If this woman's real or not, we have no clue. They do so much lying that it's hard to tell when something's real or not. But they leave their little clues everywhere. Let's do this. Let's see. Let me show you something else that's crazy about this. Alright, so the atomic number is 80. The number of protons and electrons are 80. So that's 80 protons, 80 electrons. What does that make? 88. Number of neutrons, 121. Remember this movie? Started out in black and white and went to red. 9/11. not 9 but 10, not 11 but 10. 9 is transformation, new beginnings. This represents duality. Okay. Remember Doc saying, when we get this thing to 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some. it's there, God. It's there. Let's see the symbol for Mercury in Mercedes, because the Mercury, you'll start paying attention. All your names start with Merc. Is an ode to Mercury. That's your merchants, your merchandise, your mercenaries. These are people that are paid for war. And you can start making these correlations yourself. And once you do start seeing the reality for what it is, well, your mind is free from the programming. And once you're free from the programming, you're able to block them from entering into your mind. And folks, that's exactly what we want for the rest of humanity. So while I'm thankful that all of you come to this study group, this message isn't for everybody. I hope that one day it becomes for everybody. It's always the same. The people that fight back the most are supposed Christians. Let go of your religion and allow the Spirit to move in you. We've got enough religion. This is the alchemical programming. So now you've seen a little snippet of how I do this stuff, and I maneuver my way around. And what you have to do is start correlating information and let it coalesce. There's a root language, which is where a lot of our stuff is hidden. A lot of the answers are hidden in root languages. And you got to uncover the lies. You have to uncover the lies. This is another book that I'm going to share in the for those academic types. This is a tough book to get through, but what you'll see is that Greek, Latin, Hebrew are all tied together through phonetic Kabbalah. And phonetic Kabbalah is very important. It's very important for those who are wanting to uncover this stuff, right? This is a good book to read for any of those that want to step off into it. Another site I'm gonna tell everybody that they should visit and read this article is this article from David Livingstone. Marano's Everywhere: Christian Kabbalists and the Conquest of the New World. Look, folks, they're going to tell you it's Rosicrucians. They're going to tell you it's Jesuits. They're going to tell you it's all this stuff. But listen, it all comes from one place. It's all from one place. And I hope we can get to the point to where we start calling it out. Any questions or anything like that, if I can get back to them, I will. I do work. I do have two young boys. But I am thankful for each and every one of you and your kind messages. It really touched my heart. If you have any information to share that you run into, look inside the language. That's why they're manipulating our reality through our words, altering our words, changing our languages. And with that, I bid you all a good night and bless each and every one of you. And thank you again, Richie from Boston and Lively Locksmith. I am forever appreciative in sending all these people over here.